Hey guys, it's Frosty from GeekPoint. Today I'm going to be reviewing Deathnote, and Philip is later going to be reviewing Iron Giant. So Deathnote, for all of you who don't know, is an anime. It consists of 2 seasons. Any Deathnote fan will tell you to watch the first season, but the second season isn't as good. There's several reasons for this. It is because, well, let me go over the first season first. I'll come back to that later. The premise of the anime is that Light Yagami finds a Death Note, which is a notebook that you write somebody's name in and they die, and you can specify ways to kill them or not. But after, I think in the second episode, he doesn't really come across L. The police bring in a super detective, and he's supposed to catch Light Yagami, the protagonist or antagonist. It's one of those weird animes where you as the viewer decide who the protagonist is. So the words come out. The anime isn't a typical like fight your brains out anime, but it has the best rivalry, I think, in any anime. Instead of fighting with their fists, they use their intellect and deductive reasoning to figure out who the other is and try to capture/kill the other. Now, the first season was undoubtedly the best, and after the first season it kind of went downhill. They introduced new characters, new ideas, and the plot line kind of branched off, and it didn't stay the strong plot line as the first season. They had more characters for screen time, less screen time for the important characters, and the new characters are actually just kind of annoying. I don't know how else to explain them, but it's just really, really, really annoying. But besides that, I don't think there's much wrong with that anime besides the second season. Yeah, I gave this anime a 6.8 out of 7, 6.9. I haven't decided, because it's one of my favorite animes ever. So I'm gonna give it a 6.9. I highly recommend you watch this anime, and any anime viewer should have watched this anime. Alright, well, Philip will soon, right after me, show you Iron Giant. So everybody, peace out, stay geeks, and here's Philip.
Hi folks, it's Philip from GeekPoint. So we talked a lot about the Studio Ghibli movies in our Studio Ghibli episode, which makes sense. There are a lot of animated movies that aren't Disney or Pixar or Warner Brothers, although I think maybe this one is Warner Brothers. Yeah, it's Warner Brothers. But that are also very good. Today we're going to talk about the Iron Giant. The Giant, who's really awesome, is voiced by Vin Diesel, which is kind of cool. It's a great story. It's got a bit of a twist. And I don't think I've ever met anybody who actually dislikes it. And what's really great about it is, even though it's obviously a children's film, it's smart and it doesn't treat you like you're an idiot, which is really great. It does have a moral, but it doesn't hammer it in with a sledgehammer. Characters are three-dimensional, with the possible exception of one or two that aren't really all that important. And everything that happens in the movie happens for a reason. It may not immediately be obvious, like the squirrel in the diner is how he meets the junkyard dude, and the junkyard dude helps him take care of the giant. And it's lots of fun. There's adult humor that's kind of hidden. It's not real obvious. I gave it a 7 out of 7. And yeah, there are probably some issues with it, but it is by far one of the best animated movies I've ever watched. It's up there with Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle. Oh, and Castle in the Sky. Those 4 movies, Iron Giant, Castle in the Sky, Howl's Moving Castle, and Spirited Away, are the 4 best animated movies I've ever seen. So, I wanted to keep this brief, and I think I have. Well, see you later, and stay geeks.